Houston, we have a problem.
This is bullshit. I'm not listening to this. You are insane.
No, you're insane. You simply do not have time for this crap.
I'll use small words so that you'll be sure to understand, you warthog-faced buffoon.
You shut your foul mouth!
Yeah, that's my message for you. F*** you and kiss my ass.
You were just dumber than a bag of hammers.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.
You are now tuned in to Dusty Vision Radio.
So the LA Rams made it to the Super Bowl. And this year the Super Bowl will be held in Los Angeles, California. My hometown. City of Angels. A place that has its problems, like any other big city in the country, right? Place with homelessness, gang activity, and poverty. But in a couple of weeks, you are going to see a new Los Angeles. What do you mean, Dusty, a new Los Angeles? I'll tell you, it's already starting. They cleaned up the homeless encampments all around the stadium. So when people fly into Los Angeles, California, they're not seeing a bunch of tents. But I'll tell you this. Anybody visiting LA in a couple of weeks? Just know that there were hundreds of tents in and around the general area of this new state-of-the-art billion-dollar stadium that they just built. And man, just like the football gods were speaking to us, the LA Rams are in the Super Bowl in LA at this beautiful stadium. They're hiding the gang problem. I've talked about the shooting in Inglewood now about a week and a half ago, where 4 people lost their lives at a birthday party for a 20-year-old female. And ain't it crazy how the media decided to keep that one under wraps? That story stayed local. That story did not leave Los Angeles. Yes, other states talked about it. Maybe other news talked about it for 10 seconds. This just in. Shooting at a party in Inglewood, and then they moved on to something else. This did not make national news. And you know why it didn't make national news, right? Because they didn't want to ruin any chance of Los Angeles making a boatload of money in a couple of weeks. So they kept that story local. Plus it happened in the hood, and no one cares about what happens in the hood. Unfortunately, sad truth. I guess we just deal with it. Do we deal with it, or do we keep talking about it? I say we keep talking about it. A couple people in my comment section got upset about me talking about the story more than once of the 4 young people who lost their life at a party in Inglewood. They said, "You're talking about this too much, let it go." Well, you know what, damn it? We need to be talking about that way more than we need to be talking about police beating and killing black people. It's a much bigger problem. But for some reason that I'm still trying to figure out to this day, we don't want to address it. We just sweep it under the rug. Just like the NFL is doing for the Super Bowl. They clean. I was talking to my boy Frank Anton Lewis. He's been a guest on my show several times. Check out our interviews. He's a native of Inglewood, grew up in Inglewood, and he knows a lot about the city. He told me that they cleaned up a homeless encampment that was there since he was a kid. Since he was a child. Isn't that crazy? Since he, and we're talking about a man in his 40s, like who's 40 years old, pushing 40 or whatnot. He said they cleaned it up for the first time in his lifetime. Now, I think it's a good thing to, let me see how I can phrase this correctly. I think it's a good thing to make it, look, the homeless problem, it's a problem. It's a big problem. And look, is it getting to a point where we got to do what we got to do? And apparently what they got to do is take fire hoses to the homeless, because that's literally pretty much what they did. Somebody has to have some of this on video, right? There has to be something. Is there going to be a class action lawsuit? Homeless people are people too, right? But we're talking fire hoses to the encampments. It's like, what? And my thing is, what at this point, what else are we going to do? Check out my jacket though, Dusty Vision. I'll have these for sale soon. I'm just trying out a couple of manufacturers. Nice material, nice and warm. Huh? Telling you guys, I do a lot of shit behind the scenes. But what are you gonna do? Look, I understand it sucks, it's mean, but it's like, what are you gonna do at this point? My thing is, they shouldn't just do it for this because the Super Bowl is coming to town or because the Olympics are coming to town in 2024. Let's go ahead and nip this problem in the bud, like now, before it gets way, way out of hand. Because I'm seeing a lot of homeless cats out there, like way more than I've ever seen in my entire life. Tents where there were never tents before. Like, how did you even get a tent city in this little small area off the freeway? I'll be trying to figure out sometime. I walk down the main street in LA, and a few times a month, it's getting almost weekly now, where like a crazy person will be coming in my direction, just yelling at themselves, talking to themselves, and then fucking start going off on me, and I'll be like, look, bitch, I just want to go get my tacos and my horchata. Can you not spit in my direction? Like, where's your mask? But I don't know. I don't know what we could do for the homeless problem. But I do know it is a sad situation. I feel like it's a situation that's still solvable. I lost hope for it, but I feel like it's solvable now. I feel like it's solvable. Look, Inglewood's proved it's solvable. So if a city like Inglewood could do it, we could do it. See, the reason why Inglewood is doing it is because they got a lot of white folk invested in money in Inglewood. See, I don't care that it's happening in Compton, because ain't no white people invested in Compton. Ain't no white people have been invested in Compton since Jerry Heller was invested in NWA. No, Inglewood is a different story. Different story. Oh, man. I tell you what, all the 304s are happy as hell in LA. Because if you don't know, prostitution goes through the roof in whatever city is hosting the Super Bowl. So, like, all the 304s were jumping in the air. All their heels with the lights on them and shit were just blinging and gleaming everywhere. Figaro was on fire when they heard, oh, the Super Bowl's coming to town, girl. Long Beach Boulevard was crazy. I heard all the 304s were jumping for joy. Whew, man, a couple weeks, there's gonna be a lot of STD spread around, huh? Hey, money is money. I don't fault the 304s. It's a messed up life. It's a messed up life. But get your money, boo. Because ain't nobody gonna get it for you. I just think, well, I know that with the internet now, like, pimps are not what they used to be back in the 80s and 90s. Like, if a female has a pimp in 2022, not my life, even though I do know a little bit about that world. But in 2022, baby, the internet is your pimp, baby. You do not need a dude to take your money and then give it back to you. Baby, you spread your legs for that. That's you. You should keep the money and give him some. Keep the money and give him just a little bit. I can hear some money for some Rowley's burger. Bring me back a big Buford bacon cheeseburger. I said big bacon Buford cheeseburger. Baby, it's 2022. You should be giving the money to him. Give him an allowance, mama. I know a lot of pimps are going to hate me for that one. I don't know, man. Pimping is one of those things where... I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there, but shout out to the 304s. I hope you make a lot of money. Please use condoms, no GFEs, all right? You got out-of-town dudes coming in, spreading stuff. Like, nah, baby, all right? But it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this changes. How this changes things in LA, for LA. Will it change things for LA? I don't know. We'll see. Are you guys familiar with Clubhouse? Clubhouse is an app that I can't lie, I gotta get my 30 minutes in a day of just random Clubhouse BS. Look, I listen to podcasts all day and intellectual shit, but I need some dumb shit too. So I tune in. My dumb shit is Clubhouse. And I don't go to Clubhouse app. I don't even have the app. Like, I just go to YouTube because now like half of YouTube nigga land is somehow became Clubhouse. Now every other video that gets suggested to me is Clubhouse. So I listen to Clubhouse. And sometimes I sit there and I think to myself, wow, did you really just say that? Did you really just say that? And you don't think the people are watching? You don't think those boys are watching the alphabet? Wait. 2022, it's like okay to snitch on yourself now. I don't get... Help me out. Because I'm super confused. Youngins, especially if you're young. Help me out. Look, what is it with this fascination of snitching on yourself? I mean, there's a lot of rappers locked up right now. Right now because they snitched on themselves. In record, in video, going to the ops block saying, I'm outside, son, and all this, right? And the cops, they don't even have to go door to door anymore. They just kick up their feet. I guarantee every single homicide detective, in America who knows his shit has a fake account on Clubhouse. And they're just sitting there, kicking up their feet. Oh man, seeing who's arguing with who's a snitch apparently, who's still banging, who's gang banging, who's not. Whose big homie is this? Whose big homie is that? Whose little homie did this in 1998? Whose big homie said this to that little homie? Is this all a plan? And that sounds crazy, like, because I can't think of anything other than this is a plan? I don't get it. What is it with people being okay with snitching on themselves nowadays? I guarantee every I'm gonna go every detective now has fake accounts on Clubhouse, Instagram, and he's just sitting back listening to you dumb dingling ding dong dork heads just giving out information after information after information. Oh, and they're just piecing it all together. How many people are Clubhouse at the end of the day? Like my black friends, you like to say, at the end of the day, how many people will Clubhouse get locked up? Because YouTube's already doing. YouTube is like the #1 source for getting people locked up. Instagram is probably a close second. YouTube and Instagram, like, cops don't have to go knock on doors anymore. Gone are the days when I was a wee lad, knee-high to a grasshopper. Shout out E40. Cops used to have to go knocking on doors. Yeah, hi, Mrs. Johnson. Detective Michael O'Hara. My improv sucks. Just bear with me. Yeah, do you know someone by the name of Rick Dog Lopeblood? Okay. And then he goes to the next house and asks for Rick Dog Lopeblood. Now he just goes on Instagram, puts hashtag Rick Dog Lopeblood. Oh, here's his Instagram, follows him, follows all of his ops. His op is making a song about him. Oh shit, he made a song about his op and like he told everything he did, shot him after he walked out of the restaurant. Oh, that's what happened downtown. Boom, they start piecing stuff together, start arresting niggas. Man, you guys are making it too easy for the cops. Yeah, ding dong, ding along, ding dong, dingleberries. That's the best thing I could say to you. Because your dad should have called you that. This is leading to a lot of people of color getting locked up. So once again, is this the plan? Them, you know what I'm saying, them, make it easy for people in the community to do dumb shit and think they got away with it. Hell, while we're at it, let's give them masks to cover their faces up with it. Don't get me started, because YouTube will kibosh you, boy. They do not play that type of stuff. Don't be spreading knowledge on my platform. My bad. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be spreading knowledge on your platform. I'll stick to the dumb S. How about that? The dumb shit. Clubhouse. Man, I'm hearing about YouTubers left and right getting censored and pulled off. Yeah, Clubhouse is flourishing. Is Clubhouse the gangster rap of 2022? I don't know, man. I just know I get my fix every 30 minutes. And I'm sure police officers all across the country get their daily fix as well on Clubhouse. But yeah, how you like my jacket? Dusty Vision TV, custom made by your boy. Dusty on the back. I'm playing around with a few designs and stuff. Playing around with a few designs. The world is big. It's a lot easier to make money than it was back in 1985. Like, think about going back to 1985. Like, you had to live in or around the city you worked. Now you don't have to do that. You could literally work for an office in Los Angeles and you live in Virginia. So gone are the days where you actually had to live in or around the area that you worked. We'd have phones, we didn't think we'd be holding a supercomputer in our hand. Some of you use it for dumb shit. Like, some of you spend all day on Clubhouse. Like, I get my 30 minutes in and I'm done. Like, I can only do dumb shit for like 30 minutes. Like, all right, bro. So everybody's a snitch, and then everybody's not a snitch. I don't know anymore. I don't know, but be damn sure I'm tuned in tomorrow to catch up and see what happened and who snitched on. It's like a soap opera, man. But it's making us look silly. It's making us look silly. Dusty Vision Radio, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Thank you so much. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're listening to the sound of my voice. Talk to you soon. Peace.